Dissatisfied with the trial court's judgment, Adamu appealed the death sentence to the Court of Appeal, Sokoto Division. His lawyer raised the defense of insanity, arguing that Adamu was not in his right mind when he committed the crime. However, since this defense was not raised during the trial, there was no evidence to support the claim. The prosecution, who was the respondent at the appeal, countered this argument by drawing the court's attention to the testimony of PW4, who stated that Adamu had repeatedly mentioned that the knife he bought must suck blood. This suggested that Adamu had a clear intent to harm. The land counsel to the respondent also referred to the acts of the appellant, Adamu, prior to the killing of the deceased on same day, such as praying in the same mosque in the morning with the congregation before he returned home to carry out the heinous act of killing the deceased by slaughtering her, and thereafter kept the knife away in a latrine within the compound. She contended that this cannot be an act of a madman. She submitted that the appellant's conduct clearly showed that there was intention to kill and that the appellant was of sound mind at the particular time. The respondent counsel also argued that it is a known fact that a madman does not know the time for prayer, performing ablution and joining a congregational prayer in a mosque. In the same vein, the throwing or hiding away the knife, Exhibit 1, which the appellant used to slaughter the deceased in a latrine, can be attributed to or said to be purely act or conduct of a sane person. Land counsel for the respondent further referred to the spot of the cut, which is the throat of the deceased, and contended that the appellant, Adamu, must have known that death would result by cutting the throat but no other part of the body. She submitted that both the actus reus, the act, and mens rea, the intention, were present and proved in this case by the prosecution. The Court of Appeal carefully examined the trial court's decision and the arguments of both parties. The court dismissed the appeal and upheld the trial court's judgment, affirming Adamu's death sentence.
Adamu, also not satisfied with the decision of the Court of Appeal, appealed to the Supreme Court of Nigeria.